Tori is a first-time caller from Kentucky. Tori, welcome to the show. You're on the air, sir.
Hey, Jesse, I just wanted to tell you, man, that I wanted to really thank you, not tell you anything. I found your shows about a month ago on YouTube.
Yes.
The Church, Bond, the JLP show. I just watch it all. My mom says I'm addicted to it. I'm a little nervous. Hold on.
No problem. Relax, Tori. It's fine.
So, I guess I consider myself a beta male. I don't want to be.
Beta.
I'm doing your silent prayer I'm doing your silent prayer right now.
Yes.
The reason I say I'm a beta male is because I was addicted to drugs, alcohol.
Right.
I spent most of my life, young life in prison. I'm 48. I believed in the lie, the children of the lie, for a long time.
Yes.
And I started doubting those things while I was locked up. And I asked myself, why did these things happen in my life? And I never could really quite get the reasons why.
Right.
Until I really heard you. I've been doing good, though. In my I'm gainfully employed. I haven't been in trouble in 10 years, but
right on.
just heard you, and you were talking about moms. And I told my mom about this and my father, because I haven't talked to my father in 30 years. I'm trying to get a hold to him now.
Amazing.
I try to reach out to, he's in Vegas.
Yes.
I couldn't find his number. I found a couple numbers that weren't his, because I do need to forgive him, even though he's never wanted to talk to me. And I have forgiven my mom, and I've called my own children and asked them to forgive me. And I just wanted to thank you for that.
Wow, man, that's an amazing story. It causing goosebumps to go all over me. You are absolutely welcome, man. How did your mother deal with it when you forgave her for the way she treated you?
Well, before I did that, I actually told her to watch your show, listen to it. And the first day she called me and says, "Don't listen to him anymore." But then I really started listening to you more. First, even you made me mad at first. The first day you kind of made me mad. I was like, what is he talking about? I mean, I knew, I kind of felt it was true.
Yes.
But so she listened and I listened, and she would call me back and she says, "Well, I'm starting to see his point of view, but I don't believe it's all the mama's fault." And I said, "Oh yeah." I said, yeah, I can remember everything.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you that I said a lot of my ways came exactly just right from you.
Yes.
The ways I don't like, some of my fears.
Yeah.
The things I was afraid of, the chances I never took, the business chances, the school, everything. I said all was based on fears you had.
Yes.
So anyway, she understood that she had a part in a big part in my life. So she took it well, and she kind of understood. She still feels like she didn't have some part, but she took it well.
Wow. You're on your way, and I urge you to stay with the silent prayer no matter what happens in life. Stay with the prayer so that God can continue to renew your mind. He is bringing you back to your true nature rather than the nature of your mother. And you're going to realize one day your whole mindset will be renewed. You're going to have a logical mind, which is perfect love from God, right? And your life, your eyes will open even more so, and it's going to be amazing. You haven't seen anything yet. And if by chance you don't find your father, I hope you do. But if by chance you don't find him, I want you to know that your father loved you. He just didn't know how to deal with your mother. And your mother may have made you identify with her. And so whenever he dealt with you, it was like dealing with your mother. But he loved you. And men leave women, they don't leave their children. They love their children. They just can't deal with the mother of the children, right? And so just know, just as your mother couldn't help herself, you couldn't help yourself. Your father could not help himself. His parents screwed him up. And if you can realize that about yourself, it will help you realize that about him, and that will cause you to forgive him. And when you forgive your earthly father, the kingdom of heaven is yours. You will enter in from within, and you will start to live from the inside out, not from the outside in. And it's something else, man. It's going to blow your mind.
Well, I know I'm very thankful, man, because like I said, the prayer, when I do I find myself throughout the day saying that thought's not true. That
Yes.
thought's not true, Tori.
Yeah.
You know, and I try to take every thought into captivity. I do try to do that.
Yeah.
Um, and one more thing I want to thank you for is also I have never voted in my whole life.
Amazing.
And I was restored as a felon. We couldn't vote for quite a few years, but I recently was restored my right to vote. So my first vote will be for Trump 2020, and I want to thank you for that too.
You're welcome. The Great White Hope.
The Great White Hope.
That's amazing. Wow. Man, this is a perfect call. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Jesse. I appreciate you, man. And I listened to you all night last night. I'm continuing today. I take you to work with me. I listen to you while I'm at work. Like I said, they say I'm addicted, but I say, man, Jesse's it's the first time I heard the truth, you know? So,
Yeah.
I
Wow.
keep hearing the truth, and I want to keep learning and growing and experiencing. I'm trying to do what you say do, like not hold on to even your words, but it's hard not to because I'm telling all my friends. My friends are listening to you.
Right on. Yeah, just let them pass through.
So.
Let my words go in one ear and out the other. And the truth is inside of you. You have the Holy Spirit inside, and He will teach you all things. All things. It's going to be amazing. He will teach you all things. And so, one last question I want to ask. So, you went through, and did you told your mother why you went through all that stuff? Was it because you were angry and all that?
I was angry. I still like even now. And that's what I started doing your prayer for because I really do see what you're talking about. I see that anger. I see how I was arguing with my past girlfriends, my ex-wife.
Yeah.
I would argue like a woman. I was raising my voice and calling her names and just frantic. And she would be like, sometimes they would calm down and I would see myself acting like a woman. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is how my mom acts.
That's right. Well, what I want you to know, you're growing now. The real you is a spirit. You're created in the image of God. Now that you have forgiven, and hopefully you forgive your father too, even if you don't meet him, just realize he can help it. Not that he didn't love you. You're growing the way a physical child grows. You're growing like that within because you are a spirit. Your body is not you. You are a spirit created in the image of God. So now you're growing. So if you find yourself sometimes lost in your thoughts because you have to think, feel, and act. You can't feel unless you think. So if you find yourself feeling anger, just relax. No big deal. Don't judge it as right or wrong, good or evil. Just notice it, and it'll pass. And so eventually it'll be gone. So the only way that you can feel anger now is that you have to get lost in your thought. You have to become lost in imagination. If you don't get lost in your thought, you will not feel anger. So if it happens, be patient because you're growing in the same way a physical child grows. You know how when kids are first born, they eventually start crawling. They'll fall on their face. If no one freak out over them falling, they'll laugh about it and they'll get up and walk again. I'll crawl again. Same way with walking, they'll fall down. I saw a little girl ride her bike. Where was I? I was somewhere. And she fell, but no one cared. No one looked around. Her mother didn't freak out. And at first, the girl pretended like she was going to cry, but no one catered to her cries. And she stopped crying and got back on the bike and went on her way. And so that's how I encourage you to do. When you have a step back, don't freak out. It's no big deal. It's not a big deal. And that way you'll grow from it rather than getting deeper into it. Nothing is a big deal anymore. Just watch, speak up, but don't hate.
Okay.
And just let every thought, no such thing as a good thought, no such thing as a bad thought. Let them all pass because they're all lies. So just watch them, let them pass, and just live your life. Do what's in front of you. Do your best, and the kingdom of heaven will open up to you. It's going to be amazing, Tori.
I appreciate that, Jesse. Thank you. I'll call back sometimes when I can.
All right, please do, buddy. God bless you.
You too, man. Bye-bye.
Bye. Amazing call. Absolutely amazing. Life is simple and easy, folks. That's why God said, take on his ways, take on his yoke. His yoke is easy. His ways are light. Everybody who has anger, life is hell for you. It's tough. It's hard to live that way, by the way. It's easy to live in the light of God.